Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Black Girls Living. You're joined with Vic
and Jazz,
and we're in the studio live.
How long has it been?
Since the 300 episode.
And we're on. It's been over a year then.
Yeah, it was last October, I think. Wow.
Damn.
Actually, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
So that must have been anniversary month and 300.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Mad. Anyways, we've got a big guest in the building. Hey. We've got family. We've got family here today.
Family in the building.
Family in the building. Do you want to introduce yourself, hon?
Oh my gosh, guys, this is amazing, firstly. Seeing you guys in your element. But I'm Lizzie, and I'm here with my girls. I'm here with my girls. I don't know what else to...
Yeah. So you guys have definitely heard of Lizzie. I've mentioned Lizzie many times on this podcast. Lizzie is like my sister from another. There's no, you know when they say brother from another mother, there's no other way to say it. But Lizzie is my sis. We have known each other since we were 16.
16. Mm-hmm.
So we met in college. And we were in the same, was it English class, English literature.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Smart girls.
Yeah. Period. Poets. And now, Lizzie is DJing as... You should have introduced yourself.
Yeah,
as
you know what? Sis said I'm just a girl.
Yeah, Lizzie Rose.
Period.
Guys, I'm so embarrassed.
Why?
No, because it's so new to me, but I love it.
Yeah. Don't be embarrassed.
Yeah,
this is you. This is your journey.
Yes.
You should pick up yourself.
Well, maybe not embarrassed. That's not the word. But like shy. That's it.
Okay.
Shy.
That's understandable. That's understandable.
I feel like everyone's like, I would never attach that to you.
Really?
No, never.
I feel like in new spaces,
okay.
if I'm doing something new, like this is my first recording on a podcast, so if it's new, then I'm shy. But once I get into it,
you'll be fine. Give it like 10 minutes, you'll be like, I've got more to say. Yeah. So don't worry.
No, it's true. It's true.
You guys are like in your element.
Yeah. I mean, do you know
7
what?
years.
Yeah, it's been 7 years.
Yeah,
It's literally been 7 years. Going into 8. So yeah, it's crazy. But I think now it is kind of like second nature.
Yeah.
And because it does just feel like a conversation, like every week, it's just like, what's happened this week, girl?
What's popping?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So, we don't want to make it too like formal and everything.
Yeah,
but obviously we just want to know about your journey. And obviously being that we are technically a mental health podcast, obviously you have a background in sort of mental health and all of that. So obviously you don't have to speak about like your current role or anything like that. But it would be good to hear about like how you got into sort of your journey. Yeah. So
absolutely.
Just talk us through that.
Where should I start? Should I start with the DJing or my 9 to 5?
We will get on to the DJing because I think I spoke to you before. Like I do want to know about how sort of your mental health has sort of been with this new journey and sort of balancing your 9 to 5 with the creative side.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, and timing, burnout. I'm sure you've been through it all.
This year.
Yeah.
But I'll start with, so after college, I went to uni and then I studied psychology.
Okay.
But then I didn't actually know what to do with my degree because with psychology, it's so far-reaching. You can become a teacher, a police officer. You can do anything with a psychology degree. So then I went volunteering in South Africa for a few months.
Really?
Yeah, I just felt like I needed to like leave my environment and just get some clarity.
So you were like 19 when you did that?
A dream. I actually forgot you did that.
So were you like 19 when you did that?
No, 22?
Wow.
22, 23? Yeah, 22.
I feel like it was just after uni.
Yeah, just after uni. I went there and then obviously it's like within the international development kind of industry. So I was like, okay, you know what? When I come back, I'm going to explore that. I just wanted to help people. And I feel like anyone who does a psychology degree, naturally they want to like help people. They want to support people. So I thought that would be like the next kind of direction for me to go in. So I did that for a year. Then I realised it's not really for me. And then I was like, you know what? Let me explore using my degree like directly. And so, that's when I had to go back to uni and do a postgraduate degree. And then so
2 degrees. Start on
you know
them.
what? It's not a degree; it's a certificate. So it's a postgraduate certificate.
But still amazing.
Yeah. And then so then I got a role in the NHS, and so now I work within mental health. So I support people through like CBT treatments.
Okay, amazing.
So I'm sure you guys are familiar with like talking therapies. So it's like the big government rollout to support people with mental health difficulties. So basically, we treat people who are experiencing anxiety and depression. So firstly, people that want to use the service, they may get a referral from their GP, or they can self-refer. And then you do like a triage appointment, and then you kind of start your like sessions, so treatments. So I've been doing that for like 5 years now. And I really enjoy what I do. It's very fulfilling. It comes with its challenges, because even during my training, I used to get quite attached to like to like kind of the stories or like just people's journeys. But then I remember post-training, obviously because I'm speaking to a lot of people, so there is a lot of people that self-refer or just refer from their GP. You have to kind of like almost train yourself to like ground yourself so that you can be of best support, because obviously you can't always get attached to every single person, because then that's going to lead to like burnout,
of course,
and difficulties managing the role. So I found a middle ground where I'm still like, I value like my relationship with each of my clients like greatly. And I know that if, for example, if I'm feeling a bit burnt out, then that's time for me to take annual leave. So I'm like learning like cues, like what I need to do to like maintain my own mental health, to make sure that I can be like of service to everyone else. But like even as a practitioner, like you have to also look after yourself, so that so that's important. But I learned so much through every one of like my clients, like because I do believe that like people are mirrors, so you can learn, you can see yourself. So that's basically in a nutshell. I can go on and on, but
I've got a few
questions.
So I've heard that therapists have to have therapy as well. Do you have to do that? Like, do you have to?
So within the NHS, it's a bit different to like private practice. I was sharing this with Jasmine yesterday. So that it's quite different to private practice. I feel like within private practice, definitely, and I think that might be like more of a westernized kind of explanation, but. I've had therapy before, but it wasn't to do with my role. Not because I needed it. But I feel like counsellors. So if you're doing like a counselling form of training, then I think definitely you're supposed to have counselling alongside it. But within like CBT, it's quite different to like a counselling approach or modality.
Sorry, can I ask the difference between like a counsellor and a therapist? Is there a difference?
That's a good question, but no. I think it's just terminology.
Okay.
But for example, if you have been trained in counselling modalities, then you would be called a counsellor. However, I'm a CBT therapist. I wouldn't be called a counsellor. Okay. So that is probably the key difference. I wouldn't use the term counsellor because I haven't been trained in counselling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's nice that you got your own methods of, helping yourself not burn out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's quite nice. And also kind of like when you said like, when you're taking everybody else's thing and you're trying to be like superwoman, like I need to help you as much as possible and getting attached, like, but I really liked what you said about you have to be your best self in order to help others.
100%.
And you said the job is fulfilling. What particularly about it makes it fulfilling for you?
So I find like my like one-to-one sessions, that's like the best part of my kind of role. So my role recently changed where I'm like, it's a bit more niche now. So I go into like GP surgeries and provide treatment. So it means that it's like makes therapy easily accessible because it's like a safe space. And I feel like what I've noticed is comparing it to like telephone sessions, people are recovering so much more when they're having face-to-face,
like what in the
yeah. So like I'm in like a GP's room.
Yeah.
And I have my sessions throughout the day and I cover like quite a few GP surgeries in the area. And what I've found actually is that it's not necessarily the CBT skills that make the difference. It's just that relationship. It's just having someone to go to every fortnight or every week and be able to share the difficulties, the symptoms. And obviously a key part of CBT is number one, understanding what is the difficulty? So what is anxiety? Like, how does it show up in your body? How does it show up like cognitively? Because obviously with awareness is like power. Like you can actually put a name to it and be, oh, you know what? This is what I'm experiencing. I'm not alone.
Yeah.
This is something that is like well known. And then obviously number one is actually being able to like treat it. So obviously with CBT is like skills based. So it's like helping you to kind of learn a specific technique that's like evidence based to help you like overcome the symptoms. But I've noticed that that does go hand in hand with like recovery or like getting better. But actually it's that relationship that you build with the other person, because what we always say is that no one's broken. It's just like, that's just a myth. It's just about helping you to understand yourself better. And so that's what I find fulfilling when people have that light bulb moment, like, oh my gosh, because it can be so, sometimes it can be so simple. It's like it just clicks, and it's like, you know what, that's what I need to start doing. That's what's going to make a difference. So like I had a client recently, and she was like an older woman, and sometimes I think to myself, oh my god, I'm like a black young girl, and I'm like,
I was gonna ask you about that, if there's like struggles.
It's more mental. It's like, are they gonna feel like I can help them? Are they gonna feel like they can I? Are they gonna feel like I can't relate to them? And obviously the area that I work in is like Essex, so it's like predominantly like middle class white people, not even middle class, like whatever. But that's usually never ever a problem. Never ever a problem. No. What was I saying before that? So I was working with a woman, and she's like a white middle-aged woman, and her difficulty was like worrying, like anxiety, overthinking, but it was triggered by like a situational difficulty. And basically what I said to her, just one of our sessions, was that, you know what, if you spend too much time in the past, so like ruminating or thinking about what could have been or what could have been better, what you could have done differently, so regret or guilt, that tends to lead to depression or like low mood. But if you spend too much time in the future, so if you're like overthinking or thinking of the worst case scenario, thinking what could happen, what if this, what if that, that's going to lead to anxiety.
That's me.
So the best thing,
if you're not watching this, just dance. You see our generation.
You know, I just let it go over my head. I was like,
the way we're coping with mental health is actually finishing me. How can you do?
That's me. Anyways,
sorry, Lizzie, continue.
No, it's okay. So the best thing for like your good well-being, for good quality of life, is to try to be in the present. In the present moment. That's where things thrive. That's where change happens, you know. And that just everything. It wasn't the technique that we did. That's what stuck with her, and from then she just started to thrive.
Wow. I had a therapist say the same thing actually about the present thing. Because
that's the key or within NHS talking therapies, there's a technique called worry management, and it's all about refocusing your attention to the present moment. Because if you're quite anxious, if you're worrying, overthinking, which is very, very common, it steals you away from the present moment.
It does.
Transported to the future, which you don't have much control over. You know, if there is something that you can control, and obviously you can like problem solve it and try to think of a solution. But usually we can't control what's going to happen in the future. So the best thing for us to do is try to refocus. So it's like training. It's like relearning and building a new habit, which doesn't happen overnight. But literally, that's all like that one sentence.
And is there any other things that have clicked with people? Because for me, there was one video I saw, and then my therapist said it literally like a few sessions later, and I was like, whoa, you're in my brain. It's about neuroplasticity.
Okay,
And I watched this video, and I share it with anyone who's like struggling. I always share it the video, and it's like this man. I'll put it on the stories, guys. And it's this man, and he's talking about like, he has like this, like a plaque. And he's like, if you keep thinking this way, I'll use my palm. And he's like, if you keep thinking this way, like you have a negative thought, you keep going like that. Then he's like, try to think positively. Sometimes, you know, like a faint line, I don't know what these are called. And he's like, sometimes it just feels like it's rubbish. Why the fuck am I thinking? Why am I being positive? Like, life is shit. Then he's like, just keep doing it. And then he said, one day it will be as strong as that path. And I don't know, something in my brain, I was like, wow, that really clicked. Do you find like people, that happens when you have your sessions with people? There's something you say to them, or maybe it's like some of like the material, like, you know, you said the worry management. Is there something you show people and they're like, oh my gosh,
like even just in like, even just in terms of describing worry or anxiety, like obviously the key symptom of anxiety is like worry, overthinking. So even just describing it as like a worry chain, basically helping people to visualize or like provide analogies of what this actually means can just help people click. And sometimes that's all they need. Sometimes they don't even need like the technique. They just need to know, oh, this is what's happening, so that they can change it. Yeah.
I've got another question. I've got bare questions. Because you work with the NHS, I wondered if like you see a lot of like the same, maybe I don't even know if you can talk about it. It's all right if not, but like, do you see like, let's say like there's a change in the government where like tax is higher, or like, I don't know, there's a job shortage, or university
with the economy, cost of living.
Do you see exactly? Do you see like?
I see?
Is it like you're like in sessions where you're like same thing?
110%, and that's why my role came about. So my role is actually quite new.
Okay,
it's like the first of its kind within like within talking therapies, where cause you don't usually. So I'm based within something called a PCN. So it's like primary care network. Sorry if I'm using like terms.
It's okay. No, we appreciate you breaking it down for us. It's cool.
Basically, usually surgeries, they like operate in clusters. So it's like an umbrella. So there's like a few surgeries that are within the PCN basically that I work for. So they basically employ me to like treat their clients, to treat their patients basically within surgery. And with that, I have access to like working with like social prescribers or like pharmacists or physiotherapists or health and wellbeing coaches or dietitians. So if I'm working with a client and I see that they're homeless or their universal credit's not covering their
basics,
exactly, then I can link them up with the social prescriber. Because basically the social prescriber, their role is to help them access services, whether it's like funds or kind of food banks that can support them. Whereas before I didn't have that access. So I have access to like their GP records, for example, so I can see like what they've been prescribed. So it's a more holistic approach, and that I think works so well, because before in my practice it was just like solely mental health, which is my role, but now I'm like helping them holistically. So with my client, and a lot of the difficulties actually is very situational. It's because they don't have enough money, or it could be relational. They've got a shitty neighbour that's keeping them up at night, or whatever it is. So usually if we can help solve those things, then their mood improves naturally anyway. But yeah, definitely the economy is having a major impact on people's mental health, like without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, like I'm literally like back to back, like in terms of like people that I'm seeing, and a lot of it is because of their like circumstantial difficulties.
That's so sad. It is sad.
And I wish, and it's like sometimes I'm like, it's not that you don't want to fix things, but it's like, what I wish I could do more to help.
Wow, yeah.
Because a lot of it is just like money. I hate to say it, but it's money.
Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah. It's true.
It's money. Like,
they say money can't buy you happiness, but it doesn't have to buy me happiness.
It's not happiness.
It just needs to get me through.
It's well-being.
Yeah.
It's well-being. Like, and even when you think about like the retirement age, what is it now? Like 67.
Bro. 67.
God forbid, 67. I'll be working. Nah. Do you know one time I was on the train and I said, why is this old man with us today?
Thank you very much.
Why are you with us today?
They're commuting on the train with us at 67.
Hey. And you know
a lot of people can't even retire at 67 because financially they're not ready.
They're not ready.
And you know what's even, this country is disgusting. We don't even get up for old people like that.
Get up on the train.
We'll be sitting and they'll be standing and we don't even get up. In Nigeria, that could never ever happen.
No,
you're like,
there's really been a change in like they keep calling it like the social contract and stuff. But I've seen videos of like pregnant women saying, "Oh, people don't get up on the train anymore," and there's people in the comments fighting for their dear life. I don't have to get up for you. I didn't make you pregnant. Stand up.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every man for themselves.
I'm like, you are all sickos.
Yeah.
It's very stinky
every man
behavior.
For themselves.
I'm like, so that doesn't surprise me at all. People are not getting up for old people.
Yeah, it's crazy.
sad.
It's crazy.
But sorry, you're saying the retirement age is 67?
67. I've got clients, girls, that are like 90 plus.
No. Please tell me they're not still working. No, stop.
Hey!
Stop. Stop. No, stop. Okay, they're not. Okay, thank God.
No,
thank God.
that should be illegal.
It should be illegal. No.
No, they're not working, but because they can't work.
Okay.
But the pension, though?
No, like that's it. Basically,
It's
it's
just
coming
not
down. It's
covering.
not covering. That's what I said. It's coming down to money.
Yeah.
Like I've had a client as well who, she's been covering her mother's costs. Unfortunately, like she has to put her mother in like not a full care home, but like there's like supported living kind of situations, and it's like 7K a month. The money's running out. So obviously now she's working with me because she's stressed and she's having anxiety because she's thinking, if I can't afford to...
What's going to happen? Yeah, of course.
So unfortunately, a lot of it is coming down to money, and I hate to see it. But I don't want to just put it down to money, but that is plays a big part on people's mental health. Because obviously the cost of living is increasing day by day. Wages aren't going up.
Yep. It's just more and more of a strain on people.
And that's why people are being more creative now and trying to get multiple sources of income and trying to like better themselves. So, yeah.
But don't you think that's sad? Because it also leads to burnout too. Like when you're juggling multiple things,
110%.
I wonder how they do it because in America I've been watching like Pop the Balloon, or even when I'm watching Owning Manhattan. Someone can be an estate agent and whatnot, and then they'll be like, oh, but I'm also a singer, I'm also in the UK. I mean, it's kind of common to do like you do multiple things, but it's like it's kind of like a lot of people just have their job and it should realistically be
your
sufficient.
job should be able to sustain you.
But in America, it's like, nah, this is the norm. But I feel like in the UK, we're kind of seeing that shift of people even having 3 jobs, or people being like, they've got multiple things that they're doing.
Starting their own businesses. Yeah, definitely.
But don't you think that also leads to burnout with people?
Yeah, 100%. Vic. Burnout is...
So what's the solution, Lizzie?
Sorry, I just saw the Blank Street Cup from the...
Is it full again?
Sorry, there's a Blank Street around here.
We should have got some before. Anyway, sorry.
Cool. Yeah, just from the corner, girls.
Say yes.
I came bare earlier. I was like, what should I do? Then I just walked around and I said, Blank Street.
Just caught my eye. Burnout. So I think I mentioned, so there's something called like compassion fatigue.
Okay. What's that?
So basically, as a therapist, trying to make sure I say this. Yeah. So if you're kind of treating a client, whether you're like assessing them or kind of doing like sessions with them, if you are starting to feel like a bit uncompassionate to their difficulty, so if it's like kind of like 1 foot, like I don't know, like tick boxing.
I'm tired, child.
Yeah. It's like someone telling you that, like, childcare and my husband's this and that, and you're just like you're not really feeling it. That's like basically compassion fatigue. So when you start to notice that like maybe you're not as compassionate as you once were, then that's a sign that you're burning out and that you need some time.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
I thought you were gonna say something different.
What do you think I was
I
gonna
thought you were gonna say that the client is doing too much.
No!
As in like no. As in like some people they're like,
it's me.
The butter's gone up by 30p.
Yeah.
My neighbour's playing loud music. And then you provide solutions that are like, but I don't want to do that. So you're like, so what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Like not to say that life could be worse, but like life could be worse. Like I thought you were gonna say that, but you're talking about more of you're
within
burning
yourself.
out. Okay, got you. Okay.
That's definitely real though.
Hey!
That's definitely what you just described. But yeah, in terms of like,
sorry, how do you do in those situations though? When you're giving them solution and they go like, if they say,
I have to just keep reiterating like the change is gonna come from you. I can only do so much.
Yeah.
So I can give you like everything,
all the tools.
Yes, all the tools, all the techniques. I can help you understand what you need to understand. If you need me to break things down, we can go over it again and again and again. But until you decide that you're ready for change, nothing is going to change. And sometimes it just means that they're not ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just not ready. And sometimes we do have to like tell clients, you know what, come back.
Okay.
When you're ready, you're just not ready. They're not engaging. They're like missing sessions. They're not they're not doing like kind of home task things that they should be doing outside of the sessions to bring about change. They're not doing it, for example. So that's just key indicator that they're not ready. But yeah, in terms of burnout, for me, if I notice that, you know what, they're telling me things that usually I would be a bit more compassionate about, and now I'm just like not compassionate, then that's a sign for me to book annual leave. I feel like this year especially, I've really had to like regulate my nervous system. I feel like I've really had to understand my body and listen out for the cues and the signs that I need to like come back to myself. So like I'm very intentional now with how I like lead my day, like, and it shows up in how I like work with my clients. I'm a lot more grounded. I'm not reactive. So if a client comes in and they're very overwhelmed and emotional, I can provide them with empathy and compassion, but I don't allow that to like guide the session. And that's because I come from a grounded place now, and I'm looking after my nervous system.
Of course, yeah.
So it's just things like not rushing. So I take my time. I plan, like, for example, you got here early, Vic. That's perfect. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, just making sure that even just in terms of when I'm making myself a hot drink, I treat it like this is like a special time of the day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm just like present. I move slowly. I'm like, even just, for example, in my kitchen, I can see that it's like maybe a bit gloomy outside. I look at it and I'm like, yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, sorry. No, I don't let it like affect my mood. I work with it. I'm in flow with it.
You're more present.
Yeah. I'm in flow with it. And I love myself a peppermint tea. So like I let it, I don't know. I just
more self-care as well, yeah.
That's literally this year. And it's been absolutely necessary because obviously I'm doing my 9 to 5, but then I'm doing my...
Of course, yeah.
My 5 to the next day.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
2 a.m, 6 a.m, 7 a.m, 8 a.m.
So how do you balance this?
How? You know, this is probably the first time that I'm like talking about it out loud because a lot of it I've had to just do it internally. Yeah. How do I balance it? Because it kind of came with so I'm a DJ, guys, and it kind of came. It wasn't planned. It wasn't like It wasn't planned. It wasn't intentional. I didn't sit there and be like, you know what, I'm going to be a DJ. This is what I'm going to do. We can get into how it happened.
Yeah.
But how do I look after myself? How do I, girls, I'm just doing it day by day by day by day, if I'm honest with you. I don't really have like a plan. Obviously, like regulating my nervous system is what is allowing me to like do this successfully in terms of like attend my bookings and show up online.
And when it comes to regulating your nervous system, what tips can you give our listeners and things that we should be practicing to...
I feel like, number one, like listening to your body. Sometimes we know that we're not feeling well, but we're still doing things that so if you know that you're not feeling well, but you're still going to work. Like calling sick.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be, like sometimes they say, you have to say it's a cold, it's a flu. Sometimes if you just don't have the mental capacity, that's also okay.
Yeah.
So giving yourself permission to rest and recharge, regulating your nervous system, like doing the things that give you joy and pleasure. And it doesn't have to be like socializing, spending money. It could be things within your home, things within your bedroom. If you know that like watching a Netflix series gives you pleasure, make time for that, and be strict with it. Be strict with it. I think also regulating your nervous system includes like things like nurturing your relationships, learning how to say no, having boundaries as well is really important for regulating your nervous system, taking things slow. It can even just be things like exercise as well, going outside, taking your breaks at work. Self-care. So if you know that like when your hair's not done, you start to feel shitty, then
get your hair done.
Get your hair done.
Yeah.
I know that
This is real, especially for black girls.
Yeah.
Get that sewing.
Get that sewing. Or
that
like
sewing.
go do your nails. And I know that doesn't always come easy and it's easier than done. It's expensive. Everything's to do nails now, I'm paying, to do my toes and my feet, I'm paying £60+ and I know that that's probably not even. I know people pay more.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Dagenham.
I'm going there. Because I was quoted 80.
With you? No, my nail shop is good, and she operates appointments, so you can book an appointment, and when you go
thank the
there,
Lord.
you're not waiting
Yeah,
hours
you're not
and
waiting
hours and
hours.
hours.
Oh, that's
she's
good.
and
Thank the Lord.
she's really good. I
Okay,
recommend
yeah.
her. So like trying to budget for it. You know, if you know that like you're looking a bit just disheveled, like do your
So are
eyebrows.
you a not look like what you're going through? We should. I need to operate on that.
Yeah.
But it's hard because you're like, I can't be bothered. But
No, but you
it
know
shines
what?
through, doesn't it?
It shines. I promise you, it does. Like the more that you neglect it, like even just like hair removal, like all of it, like the more that you neglect it, it shows up in the little ways. Like even just in your commute into work, you're feeling like, you know what I mean? Like it lightens you in some sort of way. So just like investing in yourself, and it doesn't have to be expensive.
Yeah.
It could just like build it into your routine. Don't let things go for too long, you know? And obviously I've been like kind of forced to do this because obviously the nature of what I do, I'm on camera a lot.
yeah,
So I have
DJing. Okay, yeah.
yeah. So I'm on camera a lot. So I kind of have to like maintain myself.
Yeah.
But even before that, I made it a thing, like laser hair removal. I was doing that before because it just took all the like leg work out of. So I'm doing it and it's done. And I don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
So like automating things as well really helps. Using technology like for your advantage, like to help you with life. But these are all just things that regulate your nervous system.
Yeah.
It's in the small day-to-day things.
No, it makes sense.
It does. It really
You know,
does.
if you're thinking, you know, I really want to get myself a hot, you know, my favorite coffee, like, get it. Why are you laughing?
No, because do you know what it is? I feel like a lot of the listeners will relate to this as well, but sometimes you just feel guilt. You feel guilt, especially when you look at broader society and everyone's telling you, you know, you don't have to buy that coffee every morning, you know, just save your money.
I'm so against those people.
Yeah.
Especially when they're like, you should, in order to save for a mortgage,
Yeah.
you should not go to, you should not go
cancel
to
your Netflix subscription and it's
Yeah.
like,
£5. Sorry.
But you know what? I do feel like obviously things are within balance.
Yeah.
I don't think you should do anything excessively.
yeah.
And it is also very rewarding when you're able to like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself to my favorite at the end of the week rather than like indulging. Because you know, some people need it to sustain themselves and they need it for their mental health, and that's good. But those kind of rhetorics doesn't take that into account.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's true, it's
and that's
true.
where I don't agree with it.
It's very blanket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying not to burn myself out. I'm looking forward to this week because obviously it's Christmas. I don't have any sets, so I already told you that I think from Tuesday I'm signing
That's
out.
good.
Yeah.
I'm signing out
That's
until New Year's Eve.
But do you ever get like last minute bookings? Like, and how do you feel about that? Do you feel like, oh, I gotta take it, or no, let me? Do you feel that pressure to take it?
I think because I'm still quite early on, so I'm a year in now. So I do. I do still feel like I need to take bookings that come my way. But if a booking doesn't align or doesn't work out, then I haven't said no yet.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting bucket loads. I am getting bookings, but it's not enough for me to be like saying no, if that makes sense. But I have had some last minute bookings, but nothing that I couldn't not do, if that makes sense. Yeah.
All right. While we're here, let's get into like your DJing journey, how it started.
Excited.
Yeah, just talk us through like the whole process. And obviously we'll get on to like how, I think we've kind of covered it, but like how you're managing the two.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so all right.
Yeah, so obviously, as most people do, I've always had a love for music, like a deep love for music, like, and I got it from my dad. My mum loves music too, but I got it from my dad. Like, he used to play like vinyls at home, like every weekend, like Michael Jackson, like Stevie Wonder, Luther Vandross, like, so that's just like in my DNA. And I think it's even beyond my dad. I think it's just like from generations. So that's always been with me, and I feel like music has just always been like my companion. Like if there's been no one around, music has always been there. Like it's just been like my bestie almost.
Yeah.
And then I think fast forward, is it pre or post COVID? I think during the lockdown, my uncle, so he's not a DJ, but he knows how to DJ. Or maybe he is a DJ, I don't know. But when I found out that he could DJ, that he was a DJ, I asked him to like teach me one summer. This is like during COVID, this is like during the lockdown, but it just never came about. And then also like randomly, like me and Jasmine would be messaging saying, we need to learn.
Yeah.
So this is like from like 2019.
Yeah, I think I saw a message and it was literally like 2018, 2019.
Oh, so it was even earlier than COVID. So
Yeah.
it's just always been there.
Yeah.
And every so often something would like remind me and Jasmine, and we'll just message her, by the way, we need to learn how to DJ. So this has been like for years now.
Yeah, literally is.
And then last year it was like turning up a notch.
But what was the switch that flipped?
So there was
we was like, actually, we are actually going to do something about it.
So I think you mentioned it maybe like, so 2024, so last year, you mentioned it like maybe like 3 months in, it didn't happen. And then I think you mentioned it again. And then I think that's when it was like, okay, we need to do something about this. And then when you and Lorraine, so I had like a girls' night at my house, and Jasmine and our friend Lorraine came, and then we mentioned it again. And then I had met a DJ at a festival abroad the year before. And so I was like, we were just in my living room, and then I was like, you know what, let me just message him. I know someone, he has a studio, he has like a DJ studio. So I was like, that's perfect, let me just message him. So I was like, should I message him? And you guys were like, yeah. So I messaged him, I was like, oh, like me and my friend want to learn, like, do you still have your studio? And then he was like, yeah. So then literally the day after we were in the studio, and that's literally how it started. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I know it sounds like ridiculous. It sounds like, oh, like not everyone has that sort of access. But sometimes it's like you just got to take the plunge and just go for it. Because he easily could have said no or
100%.
whatever. So you just have to try.
It was alignment. It was the right time. It would have been something that we've been talking about. It was something that we have been talking about for quite a few years. And now that I'm looking back in hindsight, I can see how everything was leading me here. Like, but I just didn't know I didn't know that my love for music would translate to me being a DJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because obviously for me, DJing is being able, because I find a lot of pleasure and joy in music, and it's like being able to give that same pleasure and joy to other people in the room. So it's like, that's how music became, through DJing basically. So it's been a year now, and I had like my first like kind of public facing gig in December last year. And then
how did you find it?
oh my God, I was so nervous. Jasmine was there. She came with her sister. And my mum came and my brother came.
So sweet.
Yeah. And I don't know actually. How was I on the day? I can't remember. I think I was nervous.
Yeah, you were very nervous. I think you needed a little bit of Dutch courage.
Yeah. I was nervous. You know what also made it nervous? Because I found out something just the hour before about my music that, what was it?
Oh, was it the USB formatting or something?
There was something that, I don't know what it. I wish I could remember, but it like threw me off because it was. I didn't know it before, so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to change everything." So I didn't actually usually curate my sets. I just play. I feel the room, and I only just recently realised that like a lot of DJs do curate their sets from beginning to end. But at the beginning, like I had a bit of a set list, but after some time, I just let it go because I realised that I thrive when I'm just like feeling the room and I'm just like, and I just, okay, this song, blah, blah. But actually sometimes I think for bigger sets, it's good to have like some sort of curation. But yeah, that's how I kind of got into it. And it's just kind of taken a life of its own.
Go you, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's taken a bit of adjusting too. Because obviously at the beginning, when I started, I was like, I'm a private person, but you know, I was on private on Instagram. I had to like I had to find a DJ name. I didn't have a DJ name. I had to find a DJ name. I feel like I had to like kind of almost shift in terms of like how I present myself, how I see myself online. So I had to like come off private. I I had to make a lot of changes basically, and I had to like be comfortable with putting myself out there. Like I have to post, because and you know, us girls, we post when we go on holiday or when we've gone on a, you know, I don't know, a dinner and we, you know, look good, feel good, but I have to post beyond that kind of thing. So, and that comes with a level of like, you know, getting used to.
How was that shift of like, gosh, because it's kind of like work in a way. It's like, I have to post. Like visibility is key. I have to keep posting. I have to be seen. How was that shift for you?
Yeah, because obviously without visibility, no one knows what you're. And I won't get booked. People won't know to book me if they can't see what I'm doing. I think at the beginning it was very hard, and I was like, I had to like psych myself up. I was like, I don't want to post again. People are gonna get fed up with me. Like, oh my god, I don't want to do this. But I was like, I had to think of the bigger picture. I was like, it doesn't matter. Like you have to do what you got to do, kind of thing. And the people that like want to see it, they'll find you and they'll connect with it, and you know, and that's what kind of like drives me, kind of thing. But yeah, it's not easy, because you know, social media, people are interesting.
Very, very interesting.
People are interesting, but I'm getting used to it, and it's all good, but sometimes it can be difficult. Because you can feel the energy, like you know, I don't know, people just don't always engage, or it's fine. It is what it is.
But you're on it, like you really are. I think it's really good.
Oh, thank you.
It's really good. And you're right. I think there is something about being like, this is what I do. And I think that's really impressive and admirable as well to do.
Thank you.
For sure. Because it's like, if you don't say what you do, then how will people know? Because there's been times where people have, like I have a lot of PR people on my stories, and they'll be like, oh, I need a DJ. And I'll at you, or used to at the Styling City Girls, but I didn't know they stopped doing DJing now. Anyways, they said this on their episode. I'm not spreading their tea, Jesus.
Sorry, who?
Styling the Cities.
They don't DJ.
Remember? Yeah.
Yeah. They're good. They were good. So it's like I know who to tag, but it's like if people aren't like, I don't know, it's good. I think it's good. It's something I want to take on for next year. Like, why am I not being vocal about what I do?
Out there.
Yeah. And that Hailey girl, she said we're too broke to not be visible. Something along
I think
the
I
lines.
heard that. 100%. Yeah, because with visibility comes opportunities.
Of course, yeah.
And that's where opportunity will take you, like where you want to go. You know. So it's just about thinking about the bigger picture, and for me, it's just about, I don't know, financial stability.
Yeah. Could you see yourself doing DJing full time?
Oh, good question. That for me feels very big. And that feels very big. Like for me to like, that means that like my whole identity is like, I'm no longer like the girl or the woman that I was before. So that's like a mental thing probably that I'm. Yeah, and I really like battle with that idea because I feel like I'm almost like in a like a grief, like a loss. Like I feel like I'm grieving the old me. And it's not a bad thing. This is good. This needs to happen.
It's like shedding of skin.
Yeah. It's like, oh my God, like I'm having to step into like a new identity. And it is me. It's who I've always been, but it's like having to like embrace it. So to go full time means that that's it. I can't go back to. So that means I can't go back to. Like, I don't know, Lizzie that was doing certain things. Like I have, this is it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that with time, if that's what God wants for me, then I'll happily accept it. But that means that I need to be booked and busy.
Period.
I need to be booked and busy.
What genre is what's your genre?
You know what? That's a really good question because you know usually on DJ bios they put like what their genre is, but I actually I've intentionally not done that because I do feel like my sound is like growing and shaping. Because when I first started DJing, I was learning amapiano and bashment. That was the main genres that I was doing. I was like weaving between the two. And then I started practicing Afrobeat. So then I was playing at 27, which is like a club in like East London. And I was doing Afrobeats mixed with amapiano. But amapiano is like my main genre. But then I also play, I love listening to R&B. I love listening to Afrobeats. I love listening to all genres. But amapiano is
that's
like that's my thing. But then it's also not like the only thing, if that makes sense. Like I want to try to blend in other sounds into my sound, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I don't feel like it's very clear like exactly what genre I play. I don't know if it's clear to you guys, but I haven't like stamped it out.
With DJing, is it better to like for getting bookings, is it better to just kind of be across everything, or is it better to just have your one genre that you're?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Because obviously you've got like one genre DJs or like multi-genre DJs
Okay.
or open format DJs.
Okay.
So they play all genres. They may get like be booked and they get a music requirement that they have to play like, I don't know, one genre, but yeah, they can play all genres. There is a bit of a like kind of like debate on this question. So I don't know where I stand on this yet, but I do feel like there is something quite powerful about having like a specific genre that you play. Because then you can enter into like your desired rooms, or you can get like really special bookings because you've got your own niche sound that people really like really enjoy listening to. They come to hear that sound and to enjoy that sound. Whereas, you know, open format is like, but open format, they just also get really good bookings.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And there's also something really special about being able to play all genres. Like when I see multi-genre DJs, like I was saying, Jasmine, how do they have a library of amapiano, bash,
Like it's a lot,
and they have to keep up to date with it.
Yeah, you have to keep up to date with
well.
all of these things. It's
because you can't play the bait ones.
Well,
sometimes, sometimes you can't.
Because like you need to like, if you're Afrobeats artist, you can't just play Essence. You need to play Wizkid, Carol. Like you need to play something so people know. Like you can't just be playing, you know, Essence and yeah. You need to go back a little bit sometimes. So I get what you mean, having that knowledge, but yeah, it must be a lot to think about. Do you find yourself like constantly listening to music? Like when you're on TikTok, do you find yourself listening to music like, I'm gonna put up my set? Or
oh my god, my ears are always on the ground.
Wow.
Constantly, any opportunity I get, I've got headphones in or I'm playing music. Like obviously sometimes I'm like no music zone, but outside of that, I'm constantly plugged in. Like even just like going on Instagram and I see a video and I'm like, oh my god, this sounds good. I'll take a screenshot of the song so that I can download it later. Like I'm constantly, even when I'm out listening to music, like we went out last night. If there was a song playing that I was like, oh my god, this is getting the crowd going. I'm taking a mental note. So constantly, I'm like feeding myself with what feels good, what sounds good. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
Yes. So I did want to ask, like, what has been your sort of biggest challenges over the last year? Sort of obviously learning a new skill in itself is a challenge, but also staying with it as well, because obviously you know me, we started together, but me, I said let me just put this hair down for a bit. So yeah, even like staying with it, staying present in the moment, and even the times where you're not necessarily feeling it. Like you might have a booking and then like close to the time, you're just like, you know what? I'm not feeling this. Like how do you stay?
Yeah. In answer to that last bit, I think I remind myself that even if maybe I'm feeling really like fatigued or tired or just I can't bother, I've had a long day at work and now I have to like, I can't even go home and rest. I have to go home and get ready and play. I just remind myself that when I'm actually on the decks, it all changes. And it's an hour and then I'm done and then I can either go home or enjoy the rest of the night. So I just reframe it in that sense. Challenges. You know what? I found it quite challenging, like making... Because, you know, I don't know. I've got like my friendship group, my family, and I've been very used to that. That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously with DJing, you kind of have to expand your network. Like you have to like put yourself out there and you have to like make new connections. And I found that quite difficult. Not because I didn't want to, but because I've just found it difficult to like make those new connections. And I'm not a beg as well. So like I don't.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like. So I've had to find a balance as well. So that's been quite challenging. But I feel like in the last few months, I've been able to like make new connections and meet a lot more people and like on the same, because me, I'm an energy person.
Okay.
I need to feel like we're on the same page. Like if there's something a bit higgy-haggy about you, I'm like... Yeah, but I've found a lot of people that like, I feel like we're on the same page, like energetically as well. So that was a challenge that I feel like I'm overcoming. Another challenge is like making time to practice.
Yeah.
Because Jesus, like after work, you just want to like, sometimes I don't finish work till like 8 sometimes because I'm doing like patient notes or like I need to just like wrap things up. So sometimes I'm not like wrapping up until 8 and then I still need to be like, you know what, I can't go to sleep until I practice. So that's been the most challenging thing because my body wants to rest, but I know that in order for me to like perfect my craft and get better, I have to practice. I can't go to these sets and not be practicing. So that's been extremely challenging. That's probably been the most challenging thing is balancing my 9 to 5 with being able to make the time to practice, go to the studio. Thankfully, I have decks at home, so that's really helped. I don't have to go to the studio as I still should be going more than I do, but having the decks at home has really helped. I think without that, I don't know what I would be doing. But yeah, just making the time to practice.
Is there any highlights you've had so far that you've been proud of?
Yeah, so I played at SXX, how do you say this bloody name? SXSW Festival. I played over there, played with them during summer, and that was amazing. And they painted our names on this big wall in like around the corner.
Yeah, around the corner.
You was
I took the picture, girl.
Yeah, so after my set, we literally went down to the wall, and it was huge. I wasn't expecting to be so big, so that was a big highlight. And I think just outside of that, just like when people come up to me after my set and be like, oh, you know, I really enjoyed it,
that's
and
good.
can I get your like socials? And like, it's not even just like, it's like more than that. It's like they connected with it. It was like almost like spiritual. That's like my highlight.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, what advice would you give to people who are starting or they think, you know, it doesn't even necessarily have to be DJing. I think just starting something new, maybe getting into the creative space. Like, what kind of advice would you give them?
Oh, I think the advice that I got when I was starting out, because when me and Jasmine were like starting out DJing, I didn't have in my mind that we were going to make it a thing. I think the biggest thing that we said was that we were going to host a party for our friends.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we said we were going to do. That was like our goal.
Yeah, the goal.
But then the advice that I got was like, if you're going to do it properly.
Okay.
And that's what stuck with me. I was like, yeah, you know what? It's true. Why did I think that I can't do this properly? So I feel like, give yourself permission to do it properly. Like, that's the biggest advice that I would like. You can like, you can do it. You can carve out your own space. Like, you can take up space. Like, give yourself that permission to like be fearless.
Yeah.
And go after what you want to do. Because at the time that me and Jasmine started DJing, it was literally on the cusp because there was a lot of like new DJs.
Yeah.
And me and Jasmine were like, wait a second, is it just us or is there loads of people trying to become DJs? And I didn't like it because I was like, I didn't like the idea of it because I was like, oh, we're just going to look like we're jumping on the wave. But we had been wanting to DJ from like years back. But at the time, it just felt like there was bare people. And I used to see TikToks and in the comments, there'll be like well-known influencers saying, oh yeah, all the girls are just jumping on the trend. Like,
there was sort of like negative connotations to like new DJs at the time.
Especially female DJs as well.
Wait, so well-known influencers?
Yeah. Even like people that have like a big podcaster.
But the thing is, we could set up for everything. Like, everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody wants to be a podcaster. I don't like it when people are like, oh, you can't be it.
Yeah.
But what if that new person is like I'm trying to think of a DJ name. What if they're the Calvin Harris? So we're going to deny Calvin Harris because we shouldn't have new people.
You're absolutely right. But when I saw that comment, especially from that particular person, I was like, oh, that was really disheartening because I was like,
I could put you. Imagine if you said, "I'm not going to do it now because of what that person." That person, no offense, bit of a loser for that.
Yeah, it was. But the thing is, they're not the only ones. Like there was even this like TikTok that went a bit viral, and it was another DJ, and he was saying that he's saying that he hates USB DJs, and that all these like new female DJs, new female. Female.
This guy said, I'm misogyny and I'm going to show you.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, I'll give you guys till 20... I don't know what year he gave, 2026, something like that. I'll give you guys till then. And there was a lot of like backlash, but a lot of people were like, no, like don't... It was basically directed to like us as women. And I'm like, no, like why aren't you having the same energy for men?
Yeah.
Don't want women to be in the space.
Yes.
Do you think that happened when... what's that woman's name? Oh my gosh. She's from South Africa.
Uncle Waffles?
Yeah. Do you think that happened because she's always been a DJ. I think her video went viral and then everybody was just like, oh, she's just a pretty girl who DJs. But her music's really good.
Yeah.
And her sets are good. But do you think that there has been a rise of like women DJing, or do you think there has been a rise of influencers, or do you think it's even true?
It's a very good question that you're asking, because what me and Jasmine sensed was true. There was an influx of female DJs, and there was an influx of and let me not say the last bit, but yeah, there was an influx of female DJs. So I feel like there is truth to it, but I feel like the sentiment behind it was like negative. There was a negative connotation behind it, because everyone has the right to go for what they want to enjoy doing. Maybe people, we were talking about this on the train here, like maybe there are people that do go into it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Like, so their intention, maybe like they love everyone loves music, so they probably do love music, but they want to use it as like a platform to like
get the bag.
Oh no, not even get the bag, to like maybe become like famous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, or like have the limelight on them and blah 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 blah. And even for me, I was saying this with Jasmine, like even just in terms of like event form, like the setup of an event, like having everyone face the DJ.
Yeah.
I don't really like it.
When did that become a thing?
Yeah, because it's like you've come out here not to circulate around the DJ. You've come to like let your hair down and have a good night and hear new music, or hear music that you love, and just like release and enjoy and escape. You're not here to like celebrate the DJ.
Yeah.
But then some people do want that. They do want that fame, that recognition, that maybe, and they feel like maybe DJing is an easy way to get into it compared to other professions. So there is that, and I think people are using that to shape their
opinions generally.
Yeah.
And you mentioning like the Uncle Waffles thing, I feel like potentially, seeing her journey and her blow up has been inspirational to a lot of people.
Of course, yeah.
And I don't think that there's necessarily anything wrong with that. So, DJing is very well known to be a male-dominated space.
Yeah.
And, it didn't feel like women had sort of like an avenue to get in before, or it would be very difficult, or, there'd be a lot of obstacles. But it's like, I feel like Uncle Waffles kind of has opened up sort of the avenues and the doors, and, people now can see her and be like, I could do it. And sometimes that's all it takes. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But like Lizzie said, there are going to be people that are doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
But that literally, I think it happens in any avenue.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, I didn't like, that comment you said about the USB DJs. But you know what it is, people are crazy. I say this to Jasmine all the time. I don't know how people come on the internet and say, I'm a hater and I want you to... you lot will see that I'm a hater. Like, because I look at you and feel, wow, you got hate in your heart like that. But like that USB DJ thing, I just feel like... I don't know. I just feel. What are you guys' opinion on it? For me, it reminds me of journalism. So when we were in school, we were taught shorthand.
Oh yeah.
So you'd write English and then you'd write it in shorthand. So you'd group the letters.
There's sort of like
so
symbols for certain like words and stuff.
Oh, that's so interesting.
So when you go to court, you can't bring dictaphones. I think it's changed now. You can't bring iPhones to record. So you'd have to write everything by shorthand. But some journalists, over like the last 15 years, they're like, oh, I don't like these new age journalists who record things on their dictaphone. And there's this thing called Otter AI, which it records your interviews and it just transcribes it like that.
Oh, okay.
Some people, I don't like that because it's like, but for me, I just feel like it makes it more accessible and it saves my time.
Yeah.
Why do I need to go through the hard to prove something? Is that the case with the USB thing?
You know what? The thing is, it's interesting because USB DJing is less reliant on technology.
And I was even going to say that, like, it's actually, in my opinion, through learning, I feel like it's harder to be a USB DJ effectively because when you are using a laptop, there are sort of a lot of shortcuts. It's easier to like do mashups and this, that, and the other. But if you're doing all of that through USB, it's not easy. It's not easy at all.
And that's why that comment is just giving haterade. Because, not to name the person, but like, I just... Yeah.
We won't, but I don't know. No one comes to mind for me. I think maybe DJs will know, but no one comes to mind.
Yeah, but like that's a good reference that you use actually, because both laptop and USB have their pros and their cons. And they serve a purpose either way, but I would never be like, oh, laptop DJs, they're taking the shortcut and blah, blah, blah. I would never have that mindset.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it's like, can you play do you have an ear? Do you know what I mean? Like,
That's
do you have an ear?
That's the
for
main
it?
thing. thing.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
the main
do you even
thing.
have that? Yeah, I don't know. It's
And
given
I do
jealousy.
also feel like it's genre dependent as well.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I feel like being, like, if you were sort of known to be an amapiano DJ and you brought a laptop, they would look at you funny.
So sorry, guys. So DJs are not meant to bring laptops.
No. You can, but like
Yeah.
Jasmine said, it's genre specific.
Yeah.
So like, amapiano DJs. Obviously, amapiano stems from South Africa, so it's like a subgenre of like house music. And usually the DJs there, they use USB stick. And
So how do you know what song is next?
so there's like a screen on the
There's
deck.
a screen on the decks that you can see. The
So how do I promote my DJ sounds? I don't have my laptop to
your
say
laptop
DJ
with the
sounds.
sound. Yeah, see, that's
No,
the
you know
thing.
the cover said
How
DJ.
come
so
you're thinking of the laptop cover?
No, because promotion. When I go to events, I do snap.
No,
and
there's some DJs, like when we saw Terminal 4, like when we were at the event on Friday, Terminal 4 just had his like laptop. Like there was nothing on his.
And that's poor marketing. Because now you're right, Lizzie Rose at Lizzie Rose. I now snap. I'll take it home. I booked Lizzie
We
Rose.
need to get you a poster
No, but
for your thing.
For my how do I put it? Where do
I don't know. We need like a
I'm gonna find it for you. Don't worry, I'm
We need
gonna
a
find it
stand.
for you.
But you know what? That's a good question because I remember when I played this time last year, I had family round for Christmas and they asked me to play. And as I was playing, they're like, "Oh, you're really is." I literally just started like, "You're really good, but you need to put a cover on your laptop."
Yeah,
That's what they know.
That's what they said. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
So sorry guys. So DJs, they now it's USB. It's like that. That's DJing. That is what they consider expert DJing, top 10 DJing, but with a laptop.
You know what? In the UK, they
Oh,
consider
God.
laptop DJs. I think they have more respect, laptop DJs actually, compared
Okay.
to USB. Because obviously the UK is more like an open format society,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's more geared towards that. And obviously that's where you get the DJs with the laptop. They can book their covers, they
Okay.
can self-promote. They get really like cool bookings, you know. But back to what Jasmine was saying, it is quite genre specific. So for example, I play USB. I can play laptop, but I play USB publicly. If I was now to be playing like bashment, which is more fast tempo, higher BPMs, I'll be like scroll.
So if you wanna, so let's say, but you said you like to feel the crowd.
Yeah, I do.
So-
yeah.
So you're playing and then you're thinking one girl is going crazy, so you're thinking I need to drop another song like that for her. But how do you know on your USB how to collect it?
So like it's like organized by like playlists and
You need to.
Yeah.
I'm using my laptop
Yeah.
because
And
I'm
that's why-
searching.
But that's why people
I'm
do it,
searching
yeah.
Peacock
me
for
and,
her.
That's
me
people
and
do,
Jasmine
yeah.
started learning by USB stick.
Yeah.
I didn't know I didn't know that you can learn USB stick. I
Yeah.
just thought we were going to learn on the laptop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
same.
we learned by chance
Wow.
on USB stick, and then I just stuck to it, and then Jasmine chose
Yeah.
to go laptop way, but I just stuck to USB stick. But laptop makes it easier to play different.
Okay. So what if someone?
genres and
What you know? I don't know. I've heard DJs get annoyed by this. People come up to them. Oh, can you play?
song requests? Yeah.
But I'm not using my USB.
Exactly, and that's why DJs are like, get away from me,
Yeah.
get behind me,
Yeah.
because it's not as straightforward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, like the better you get, you can probably like you know do it for the person, but
Yeah.
it's not
And like
as-
the bigger your library gets, because I think that was another thing for me is like, I know a lot of songs and I know I do, but you still have to like get the music. You have to set
you
the
use
cue
Spotify?
points. You have to. What did you say?
Spotify.
So you can't use Spotify.
What when I'm what? Oh, I know what you-
No, like you actually need the actual song.
So you need to buy
No,
it.
but some DJs use free.
Yeah,
free-
some. To be honest, I don't know exactly how it works, but some people, it's almost like they're live streaming Spotify and using that as their playlist or whatever. But for me, I feel like that's a bit scary
So
because
how
you
do
have
you
to
get your
rely on
music?
your internet connection and all of that.
Do you download the songs?
Yeah, but there's something called like DJ pools.
Oh, okay.
So you basically subscribe to whatever company and they have
Oh, I
like
see.
a
Okay.
selection of different songs, but they don't have everything. And some DJ pools, they mainly specialize maybe in like rap songs or R&B. But if you wanted like bashment and stuff, obviously bashment is like a difficult genre in general to get music for. So they might not have like the latest Bashment song on there.
Got you.
So you have to find another music pool to get the music from. So that's sort of like another obstacle. So it's like you have to build up your library. And let's say, for example, you've created this set list or whatever, and then someone requests, I don't know, Sierra 1-2 Step. Sorry, I'm playing vibes. Where am I fitting in Sierra 1-2 Step? And that's why DJs are probably saying like, fuck off. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I get you.
Like, this is not the vibe. This is not giving 1-2 Step right here.
I have got that before.
Yeah.
Like, I was playing like an Afrobeat and my piano set, and someone was like, can you play like vibes? And I was like, the DJ after me will play vibes.
Yeah.
I'm so done.
Yeah.
And some DJs, they'll say like, they'll just say yeah, just to get them out of their face, basically, and then just obviously finish their set, and that's it. Wow. Yeah. But yeah,
Mad.
I can imagine that's really hard. Even being in that space and like you feel like, is this person asking this because they're not enjoying it or whatever? That must throw you off your whole vibe.
I didn't even think
Like,
of
how
it
do you
like
stay
that.
in your vibe in the moment? Like, is there anything like when you're playing your sets or anything, is there anything that sort of like throws you off when you're playing, or are you just completely focused, tunnel vision?
That's a good question.
In the zone, sorry.
I haven't actually had like people come up to me do something,
Okay.
apart from that one lady, and she was like an older woman.
Okay.
And she was like out with her friends. I think it was like, you know what I mean?
Okay,
So I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I can
yeah.
understand that. But no, you know what? When I when I was first starting out, I used to be so distracted. Like I'll be smiling with you.
Yeah.
I'll just be smiling and looking around. And then my manager was like, you need to focus more, because I was just like, I don't know what, I didn't take it seriously that I'm the DJ, like so I was like a bit distracted, and then now I'm just like focused. Nothing can really distract me.
That's good.
I'm just focused on what I'm here to do, and no, there's not been any situations. I think obviously maybe if there's like tech issues, then that's different.
Tech issues is horrible. That's another thing.
Remember the time? So apart from that, I'm focused, but I do like to also I'm not like glued to the decks. Like I'm aware of my surroundings, but nothing can really take me off course.
So let's talk about the future. So where do you see yourself in? Maybe 5 years is a bit scary to think about, but over the next 2 or so years, like, where do you want to take this? What's your sort of, I guess, plan?
I don't know.
You really are living your bars, boy. You're in the present.
I am.
No, I hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it.
I am. Obviously, I think my birthday just gone. Jasmine was like praying for me. Do you remember?
I might have been waiting.
She was. And she was like, next year, Lizzie, I want to see you at festivals. So that's my goal.
Amen.
Yeah, that's my goal. Hopefully next year I can play at a festival, whether it was in the UK or abroad. I'm happy with both. I'd like to like put out more mixes. I'd like to start producing as well.
Oh,
Yes.
I'd like to start producing. So that's a goal that I haven't said out loud yet. I'd really like to start producing. And I'd like to just like people to think of me and it to be synonymous with like just excellence, basically, just in terms of like being a good DJ, being able to provide the best vibe, people coming to me like for new music. I just want to be good at what I do. That's my goal. Yeah. And then whatever comes with that, comes with it. I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much
Thank
for
you, Lizzie.
being
Thank
here,
you.
Lizzie.
Oh,
Honestly, it's been, I feel like it's just been easy.
Yeah.
Just been easy.
I hope so.
Yeah, you've been great.
Yeah.
Aw.
You've been really great.
Yeah, so thank you so much. Let people know where to find you. Like, what are your socials?
Yes.
Oh my God, guys, this is never going to get easy for me. So you can find me on Instagram on Lizzie Rose, but the Rose is spelled with an X because I can't find the Lizzie Rose handle.
Someone's got the
got
handle.
it.
Oh,
So that's why
annoying.
there's an X in my name.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, Lizzie Rose on Instagram and Lizzie Rose DJ on TikTok. And you can also find me on SoundCloud as well. Yeah.
Is that where your mixes are?
Yeah, my mixes
Yes.
are on SoundCloud.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thank
here.
you.
I'm so
Thank you
proud
for
of
being
you
here.
both.
Oh,
7
thank
years
you.
is not an easy feat, and you make it look so easy.
Do
And,
we?
yeah, you do. And
Oh.
I know that it must be like challenging at times, but you make it look so easy. Like honestly, I'm so proud
Oh,
of you
thank
girls.
you,
Like even
Lizzie.
just coming into
thank
this
you.
space, and I was like, Jesus, you guys just got settled. Like it was like second nature. But yeah,
I know
you
this
guys-
is even our first time at this studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should be so proud of yourself. I hope you are, and I hope that
Oh,
you guys
thanks,
give
Lizzie.
yourself that like praise as well.
Oh, thank
you're
you
very
so
sweet.
much.
Very,
Thank
very
you.
sweet.
Thank you all for listening to another episode of Black Girls Living. Catch us at Black Girls Living without the G on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Patreon, all that good stuff. My account is jazz_BW.
And I'm on Big Soon, you see on everything. All right, guys, have a blessed week. Bye.
Bye.